Well, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. I hope you can see all this. I kind of messed up on this thing a little bit. Hey, the indexes are just skyrocketing. I think the S&P really, well, both of them outperformed Tesla, and Tesla's up and doing extremely well. We're in the green. We're in the green. We had a high today of Tesla at 189.88, and after hours here, we went right up there and touched that high again. And we had a low today of 184.28. 184.28. That's down here by this yellow line. And we have substance there again at 184. We wiped out our substance there the other day, and they filled her back in. They can do it quick when they want to, and I'll talk a little bit about that shortly. Before I forget, after hours here, they're buying again at 104.50. 104.50. They were shorting at 250 again. 200 shares of Blink, but they quit that here in the last 15 minutes. So right now they gave us a red candle after hours, and they are still blinking it. I'm watching it blink. Oh, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times a minute, 100 shares at a time, probably 400 or 500 shares a minute. Maybe more. They're blinking it pretty quick. At 104.50. They were up there this morning. This is the 8th time now that they've been down in Grandpa's 101.07 range. We're getting close to substance down there in that range. Grandpa will let you know when we get it. But we do have substance again at 184. Now, is 184, are you going to hit that before we hit 284, our substance on the top? I don't know. We also have a death cross. Hey, to the moon. Tesla's going to the, well, it's just going to stop at the moon on the way to Mars. That's all. Hey, Ron Barron, very respected investor, hedge funds and stuff, and investments for people, and he sold off, he owns about 1 million shares, over 1 million shares of Tesla on his own, just of his own personal, and he ain't selling none of them. He's keeping them. He said he'll keep him for at least 10 years, and he's talking about Tesla being worth $10,000 in 10 years a share, but Grandpa thinks he's being conservative on that number. But anyway, some of his funds for his people that he invests for were getting over 50% into Tesla stock only. And so he felt he had to reduce it some, and talked to Elon and stuff. And so he sold a million something shares of Tesla in the last, 4 or 5 months here. He's reduced down 1 million shares. And they still have millions and millions of shares that they hold. But he did reduce it, and when it gets to 101.07, I'll bet you money that he's going to probably own more shares of Tesla even than he has now. Just Grandpa's humble opinion. So, we got the death cross. It went through it. There it is. It's through it, and in the past, it's gone down about $50 from where the price was. And we took a dip on this thing this morning, but then we got so much good news that it turned around. But when she's coming from the other way, we've got $50 going up. Now sometimes it just runs along it for a while and then takes off one way or the other. Okay, so we could still get that $50 drop or possible. You just, but Grandpa don't know for sure. And I went back and I found one spot where when it came along it and was just running sideways with it for a while, it went up $190 up 190 up to the high. Yeah, they had a death cross hit, but it came from the bottom side, and so it was a bullish one. But Grandpa calls that the reverse death cross, and it gave him $190 bounce up. Oh man! So who knows? Oh, let's see. What's Grandpa forgetting to tell you about? Oh, we got the whale alert for Friday the 9th for $200 strike price, and they're going to want to get there well before next Friday because it's options and they decrease in value with time. It's a sweep, so they got to get the number. There was also this afternoon they put on a whale alert for I believe, I'm not even. I might be able to find it here, but I might say the wrong number, and I don't want to say the wrong number because, Grandpa, I think I know the number, but I just want to make sure. It's a sweep. Yeah, I was right. 187.50. And that was for tomorrow. And that we would hit 187.50, and it's a bearish one. And we've already gone through it. They already made their money. They already made their money because why? Well, we're up at 189.50 area. So that's why. Yeah, we're looking good. Oh, let's see. So I gotta think of all the good news. Okay, one good news. We got that mega pack battery thing, energy storage, and that's growing faster than anything at Tesla at this point. It's growing faster than the car business by multiples and making money for Tesla. And they're doing another plant over in Sparks, Nevada, and Elon's bought a bunch of stuff from the Chinese battery people. He bought out one of their little outfits over there and is moving it all over to Sparks, Nevada. And so that he wants this thing running fast. Elon don't like doing stuff slow and too slow, like Grandpa. And so they're gonna be increasing that energy storage business exponentially here shortly. So that's good news. And then the other really super good news is I think we're going to get to keep Elon. Tesla announced that they're going to be doing a shareholder vote as to moving Tesla's incorporation out of Delaware over to Texas. And us little minority shareholders, we get to vote on it. Oh boy. And I'll guarantee you that we're all going to vote that they move to Texas because I don't like anybody bullying Elon and Tesla. They shouldn't be doing that. It's a lot too much political stuff going on for Grandpa. I get stressed out after a while. So, Yeah, they're buying down at 104.50. Oh my goodness. You can't buy excitement like this. Oh, Fidelity. Fidelity raised the valuation of X, which was priorly Twitter, approximately 11%. I'm not sure in what time frame here. I think it was since December. They raised the valuation of X by 11%. Fidelity did. Maybe they know something. Maybe they know that X is going to take off, get up there chasing right after Tesla, probably on its way to Mars. So I see that as good news. Anything that helps Tesla or Elon, because we don't want Elon selling Tesla shares to finance X, and Elon don't want to do that either. He sure don't. Let's see. Anything substance? Let's talk substance a little bit here. So we have substance at 184, and the reason we do is for a good share of today, they bought 300 shares of Blink, and it was blinking 30 to 40 times a minute, and they did that for almost the whole day. And sometimes they were doing 400 shares at a time per Blink. And they also were buying at 181. Big news is for about 10 minutes, and I did go to the bathroom today, so I might have missed part of it, because Grandpa tends to take a nap when he goes to the bathroom. But anyway, 183, they were buying 12,000 shares of Blink, blinking, in Grandpa's estimation, about 30 times per minute. 12,000 shares of Blink, and they did it for about 10 minutes. Now, at 10 minutes to the close, at 3:50 Eastern Time, they started doing it again. They started buying 12,000 shares of Blink, and they only did it for about 5 minutes that time. They quit about 5 minutes before the close. But you talk about, there's times when they're in close where it pushes the stock, but if it's down like at 104, it pulls it down. And so that's the way it works. Now, I'm just going to double check here on my secret weapon and see if we have shorting going on that Grandpa's not aware of. We do not. Currently, we had some up at 250, but that's gone. And so currently, the only thing out of whack that we have in the blinking is 104.50. And albeit it doesn't blink fast, a couple, 2-3 times a minute type of deal. But they'll probably keep that up till 8 o'clock tonight. And, if she starts blinking fast for half a day again, we've got substance. So that's all we need. It's 8 times in the last 2 months that Grandpa's caught him down there. And, but for right now, if you want to talk about oh, by the way, we have a buy signal in this daily. This daily is a buy signal. The hull still says it's a sell signal, but the hull is starting to turn. But this is an absolute buy signal. You got the big red candle here. The body is the only part that's important, not the wicks. But the body of the next one's engulfed into it. And then we have the green candle. This is perfect. This is a perfect buy signal. And not only that, but we're at the bottom of the range. We're at the bottom of the range when this is transpiring, and that's what you want if you want to get a good run. You want your sell signal to be up here at the top of the range, and you want your buy signal to be at the bottom of the range. And that's exactly what we got going on. And then the body of this one and the body of this one is engulfed into this one. So we have 4 days worth engulfed into it, which gives it even more strength. The more that are engulfed into it before she snaps, the stronger she is. So we're gaining strength. And we also have a buy signal in the 4 hour, and the hourly, and the 30-minute, and the 15-minute, and the 5-minute, and the 2-minute. But we don't have a buy signal yet in the weekly, but give it a chance. The weeklies takes a while to catch up with Grandpa. But what we do have is a big wick on this one. We might push this back up some to, what day is it? Friday. On Friday. And get us a little better looking wick. Are we going to get back up in Grandpa's blue lines here? Oh, you never know. We might. I'll be happy if we just sail along on the bottom with Grandpa's blue lines on the way up. This thing is just skyrocketing. What are we up to? 190.20. 190.20 and sailing after hours. Up, 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 up. I wonder. Yeah, so Ron Barron said that selling those shares, Tesla shares out of his funds for his people that he takes care of was actually painful. It was painful. And he hates to do it because the prognosis, he believes, for Tesla is so strong. But he just had too many of them. ARK Invest has the same problem where they have a certain point where their portfolio is so strong in Tesla. I mean, he's keeping his own over 1 million shares, and he's never sold one. And he said he isn't going to sell them for, well, he said 10 years, but I don't know. When it gets up to 50,000 a share, that's the problem I got. I shouldn't say stuff like that because Grandma's not happy with 10,000 a share now, and Grandma operates. She's wanting to hold out for more. I'll tell you what. Oh man, old life. We're not that young. I like to see. True. I called my son today, and he checks my balance at the bank some for me. He's computer techie wise and stuff like that, and I wanted to see if some checks had gone through or not gone through, and they'd all gone through. And he says, "Dad, I hate to tell you this, but your balance right now in this account is $1,777. Grandpa likes sevens. Everything is seven. And I'm thinking that by 2027, when Optimus is really pounding out the door, really sailing and up, we're into the millions going out the door, and are we going to see 10,000 by 7? I think we're going to see 7,000 by 2027. I think that would be a good number. I'm going to sell some at 7,000, but the thing is, and Grandpa has a goal of getting 7,000 shares. I gotta get some more shares here before the end of the year. Grandpa's buying. I bought more today. I bought it. We had a low of 184.28, and I bought a bunch more at 184.50 today. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I bought some at 187, but I had sold a bunch at 192.50. So yeah, I'm gaining shares. I'm goofing around. I am gaining shares. And when I sell some, I try to buy more back when I get the little dip. It don't always work out. Grandpa's not as good at grandma. Grandma, she's selling at her first place. I believe that she's selling. I think she might have a few shares she's going to sell at 207 because she bought so much down in the 180 area. But I think she's going to take a little bit of profit at 207 and hope for a little bit of a dip. But uh, her first real sell is at 249.97. And her second one is at 268.77 and then up into the 280s range. And then her biggest sell is, well, she told me she don't want to sell at 10,000. She wants more. So I what's grandma going to really do? I really don't know at this point. I'm not going to put in a sell order at $50,000 now. For her. I don't care even if she says I should. I'm going to wait a while. She might be scared I'm going to die on her, and she'd have to call somebody to put in the order for her. I don't know what she's thinking. Who knows? Ladies tend to think differently than guys do, I think. They're multi-talented. They multitask. I think God kind of shorted us. Us guys kind of got the short end of the stick. Here's the monthly. Boy, is this a block candle. Whoa! Now, keep in mind, this is, let's see, this is February's candle. Here's January's candle. We got a big wick. This thing here, it's a block. Wow. Whoa. That's the monthly. And it's a sell in the monthly. 10107. When I get optimistic, I'll be so optimistic when I buy all my shares at 10107. I'll be so optimistic I'll be able to afford to buy Grandma her optimist and Grandpa an optimist. So here's your future. The question is this. We have substance at 184 again. Which is going to come first? 184 or 284? Which one? That's the question. And I think did we slip up or down? Oh, we're flying. This thing is 191.25 and climbing. 191.30. 191.40. Oh, I better quit looking at it. Keep going up higher and higher. Grandpa's getting rich. Rich. Ron Barron should have never sold shares. Well, it wasn't his. He didn't sell his personal shares. He sold his investors. He only sold a million shares or so as the price is skyrocketing. 199.50. Oh boy, it's going up all day long. I just love Tesla. I wish I could trade this thing after hours in a simulated account. That's what I wish. It's this simulated trading. The charts ain't even really good. But Grandpa's not the type to complain. Oh, my word. 35,000 shares buying at 191.35 range just now. Whoa. They're pushing. They are really pushing. I don't know how high this thing's going to go. Hold on to your wallet. This could really get fun here. They're shorting up at 250 again. That's what's pulling us up. 200 shares of Blink. They're shorting up at 250. They just started doing it here when things went crazy in those last 5 minutes while Grandpa was talking. But they are still buying at 104.50 also. But they're only doing it times 1 down there, so the 250 one's overriding it and it's pulling it straight up. It just started doing it. What's good thing Grandpa's got all these screens. If I could only see them all, I get the hiccups too. Okay, I can't say any more good news. There's so much good news. Elon's going to get his pay package. We're going to move him to Texas. And us little minority shareholder guys are all going to vote Elon in whatever he wants and give him 25% of that company, and so the bad people can't oust him, and we're going to protect Elon if we can. They better not be mean to Elon no more. I'm telling you what, that isn't nice. Grandpa don't like it when they're mean to. I think Elon's got a good heart. That's a fact. Okay, all good things are from the Lord, and I just can't talk anymore about good news. Even when Ron Barron sells some shares, he says it was just absolutely painful to sell Tesla shares. It is painful. Every time you sell a Tesla share, you just feel sad. But then you feel glad when you get to buy them back for a little bit less sometimes. But the day's coming when Optimus walks into Grandpa's living room, it's going to be too late for you to buy Tesla shares because it'll be over 10,000 when Grandpa gets his Optimus. Now they're buying at 116.50 also. Oh man, the 104.50 paused here, and they are buying at 116.50. What the rationale there is, I don't know. Who knows? Grandpa's got a handle on it though. I got one. I got my glass eye. That's my better one. I got the other eye. Oh, they're back at 104.50 blinking. They quit blinking at the 116.50. They're blinking back at 104.50. And they're shorting up at 250, 200 shares a blink, and they're doing it probably 4 or 5 times a minute at least. Probably 1,000 shares a minute that they're shorting up there. They're pulling it. You know, Grandma, she's going to sell some shares that I mentioned, and so is Grandpa, of course. But 249.97, 249.97. You might want to remember that number. Grandpa will. Okay, all good things are from the Lord. And Lord willing, Grandpa won't get any more crazy news tonight. But if I do, I'll come back. Bye-bye.